We are a lot which can be branded as educated illiterates. We have gotten educated, but we have not acquired the knowledge. So when the knowledge gained through education, through the wisdom shared by the elders, well-wishers, parents, and it is always a struggle. And the next generation thinks that their earlier generation does not have knowledge. They are not wise. And it is only that when we are put in that situation, which may be like 30, 40 years later, we sit back and think, all this my parents used to tell me, now I see the truth in it. At that time, I resisted it. Now I think that was the path. And where was this? I think it was in Arkansas. There's this young lady with 3 kids. She had invited me for Bhiksha. On her way, I was talking to her about the youth empowerment program and the purposefulness of it and other things. And she was quite impressed with the program, and she said, but Swami, most of that which I am relishing today, there is not a day that passes by when I feel the urge to call upon my parents and thank them for putting up with me. Because while growing up, all the wisdom that they gave, I resisted it. And she took a simple example in her life that she got married to a Indian, a Hindu. And she says, if this was told to me that, it gives such an amount of balance when you marry somebody in your own culture, in your own traditions, in your own ethnicity, 20, 30 years ago, I would have been the most violently reacting one, not agreeing with it. It's all. But today, when I am the responsible one who has to take care and raise my own children, I appreciate, I understand how true it was when my parents said. And I shiver that I have this responsibility to give this wisdom to them, and they are going to resist me. So every other generation is trying to give that wisdom. We acquire all this knowledge. But that knowledge alone is not sufficient. The knowledge has to be churned. To turn that knowledge into wisdom is a lifelong process. Otherwise, it will be like, coffee or tea. Somebody has put sugar in it. It has sugar in it, but it has not been stirred. Will that coffee or tea taste sweet? Similarly, we have been acquiring all this knowledge, but we have not been churning it into wisdom. So how should it be churned into wisdom? To take this knowledge, apply it in our day-to-day life, go through various experiences trying to experiment with it, experiment with an open set of mind, wherein whether it is a failure, whether it is a success, or whether you have accomplished something through it, it still goes into the feedback loop in trying to reconfirm that piece of knowledge into, crystallizing it into wisdom, becoming an expert in that field, the wise one in that field, through various experiences and experimenting it. Thus, a beautiful crystal of wisdom is born in that particular field. And now the success, Jeta, is because life does not give us the luxury to have that smooth affair of experimenting with it and then trying to apply it when required. as life unfolds, it keeps throwing us in different angles that we had never fathomed going through. While growing up, as a simple example, would you ever have imagined sitting in this class? A simple isn't this itself a twist? Would I have imagined that I would be in this position to speak to you? Probably not. Yeah, definitely I had the itch, I had the urge to teach. If I had not met Gurudev, probably I would become a physics professor. Physics was my interest of subject. I would have probably become that. But because of his presence, I would have never imagined without him being here. Such amazing twists that life has. Success truly is that when we apply this wisdom in our day-to-day life, and that application which takes us to that core of our being, to that balance within, that truly is called success. Rest of the things, earning a good name, fame, assets, wealth, they are all accomplishments. They are